Hello and welcome to the Real Marketing Mavens. I'm Margie Yon.
And I'm Barb Kaufman.
And we're here to empower you through discussion and personal development,
market planning,
and pertinent business topics.
like coaching. Yes.
There we go.
Yeah.
We encourage your participation by visiting our website, realmarketingmavens.com. And on there we have our email addresses, our phone numbers. So reach out to us with questions about anything marketing.
About anything marketing or your own personal growth.
Yep.
Anything that you would like to just discuss. And we're here for you. We are another resource for you.
Yeah.
And on our website, there are, if you are starting a business or have had a business for a while, we have lots of resource materials and links to pertinent places that can help you grow and help you keep going and becoming all you can be.
Yeah, all you can be, the awesome success that we want you to be.
Mm-hmm.
So before we get started, we want to do a shout out to the Rotary Club of Lebanon where we spoke.
Yes, we were a hit. We spoke on the current marketing trends, and we did get into a little bit of AI, which is a very hot topic right now. But we spoke and we got great reviews.
Yeah,
we're a good team.
Yeah, so we're ready to take it on the road. If you have, if you belong to an organization, or if you even want us to come into your company and talk to you, we'd be glad to do that. So today's topic is the Toolbox. Build your brand. So last week we talked about branding.
Yes, we did. We got it started about logo design, colors, what you need to do to really set up your brand, because your brand reflects your image.
Oh.
It's your best foot that you put forward.
Awesome. So that's what we talked about last week. Now this week we're going to talk about ways you can build your branding.
There's so many ways.
There are.
Marketing, it's online and offline. Online would be all your digital items, then your offline would be your traditional, which is a whole gamut of different tools in your toolbox.
Yes, so we have marketing, PR, advertising, customer service falls under that even.
But also, what do your employees wear when they come in? Can they see your marketing brand that you work there, just
That's
like
right.
we do? The signage outside, your trucks if you need delivery. There's a whole gamut.
Yeah, there is. There's so much. So today we're going to hone in on some specific marketing tools that could help you achieve that and help you build your brand. So, and we want you to consider what type of marketing tools would you use or would serve your purpose.
Or if you are, make a list of that you are using currently to help promote, market and brand your business.
So let's see what's in our toolbox.
What's in the toolbox?
Today we have a construction pencil, which obviously
is print because you write with it, right? Is that where you're thinking?
That's the link.
Okay, that's the link. So you have print newspaper, your trade publications, B2B, which could be your direct mail. You're the maven of direct mail, the expert in that.
I have some interesting facts about direct mail, and I think I'll mention them now because they tie in with some of the things that we're going to be talking about, some of the other tools. For instance, Direct Mail Magazine, believe it or not, they have a magazine for that.
And you get it in the mail?
I do.
Okay.
Yeah, that would make sense, wouldn't it?
That would make sense.
So in the grand scheme of life, they're saying that the average person, which this blows me away, sees 6,000 digital messages per day.
Wow,
that's a lot. They pay attention to 50 and they might remember 2.
I believe it.
So that's a huge difference. So of course their argument is that one way to increase your chances is through direct mail, which it is. And it especially is if you combine it with social media. So if you put direct mail and email together, you would get a 37% lift over just individual channels themselves. And we talk about this a lot, how you should put a number of different tools together so that way you can increase your lift. So
well, it's just like how you taught your children to their ABCs. You showed them the A's, B's, and C's. You sang it to them. You tried to get as many senses. So that is what you're doing with your marketing.
That's right.
You're trying to get them
You're
to
trying
hear it,
to get a
see
lot
it.
together.
And with those, I mean, 25 times plus or minus 2 until it finally sinks in. And we're being bombarded with how would you say? 6,000.
6,000. That's what they're saying.
And you got to get through that noise.
You got to get through that noise. So if you put direct mail with digital, you get a 40% greater customer engagement. And that makes sense. I mean, it's another way that you're reaching them, another way you're touching them.
And don't worry, the creative, you can tie it back and forth because you create that look in your marketing. So whatever you're sending out in your direct mail, you can use it on your social.
That's right. So whatever you're using for your print advertising, you should reuse it.
Reuse it, yeah.
And I do that a lot with people.
It's very cost effective.
So what else do we want to say about our print advertising?
Oh, don't forget to use your trade publications and also look at what do you call collateral or side, like you're a realtor, so maybe look at an attorney publication. Think about where you're placing it because you can, what's the word I'm looking for? It's not
collaboration.
Collaboration, that's good. A collaborative effort with other people would be you can build upon.
Yes, like for instance, great idea if you are a gift shop and right next door is a coffee shop. The two of you could work together and come up with something. When somebody comes into the gift shop, give them the coupon for the coffee shop and vice versa. So that way you're sending people, you're sharing people, you're enhancing the entire buyer experience.
Oh yeah, well locally, if you go to a local movie, they also have a coupon on the back of their ticket. You can go to the local ice cream that's right in front of them.
That's a great idea. And a lot of people do. There's always a line there.
Yeah, there is, definitely.
So definitely ways you can use that.
So collaboration is key.
Collaboration. Oh, let's talk about the
social media. That's
the elephant in the room.
Well, you have your social media where you can advertise on your individual social media platforms, Facebook, LinkedIn, but don't forget digital as a complete whole that you can get on certain websites. Have you ever gone and looked at, I want to buy that shirt, and then the next thing you know, it's there on the next website that you're looking at. And that's called retargeting. You can hone in by demographics, by gender, by what your persona is that you're looking for. You have to create your persona, and you can retarget. And one of the things that we also do is geofencing.
That's a very powerful thing.
Oh yeah, people that come into go into your competitor or a collaborator, your collaboration person, then they're going to see their ad because they will have their cell phone on, and that's how they capture that information. So
that's something else. I don't know. So that's crazy.
And also make sure you have your Google AdWords, on your website. Have your words for your search engine optimization and your search engine management.
Wow.
There's a lot to it, yes.
There is a lot to it. And now we're going to talk about broadcast media.
Oh, yes.
This is an interesting topic.
Now I'm talking on that one both online and offline. When you have your broadcast media, you have your offline, which would be your regular over-the-air media. So radio, your television, your Comcast, your Fios, things that you are normal, traditional media. But then you also have your OTT, over-the-top television, which is anything that isn't broadcast. It would be your Roku, your Hulu, the streaming services.
Pluto, all of them.
The places that you have signed up for, you might pay for them. And now they're having it that there's different tiers if you don't want to see the advertising. But again, if they do, they have ways to buy it cost per click, or they hold you captive for the whole 15 or 30 seconds, whatever your spot is. But this is where your video comes in. And remember, you can use video on your social, you can use video on your digital, and you can get through the noise.
Yes, in fact, I just learned recently that LinkedIn, well, actually all of them, LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, they love video.
Yes. Yeah, that's a way to get through the noise. And with your cell phone, you can easily shoot a video of some sort. And there's editing apps too. So
Awesome. Ways to reuse. Okay. Then we have points of display.
points of display. Yes, that would be your table tents if you're in a restaurant. It would be placemats in a restaurant. If you go into a store, the end caps or the shelving space, or the ones that are in the middle of the aisle that you trip over all the time. And those are your points of display that grab the attention, and they do cost money, because in order to have that display, you are paying the retail operation to put them there.
Well, marketing costs money. You might as well just swallow that pill right now. It's
That's
going to
true.
cost you some money, and you have to budget for it. But if you don't do it, how is anybody going to know you?
Right.
Are your friends going to go out there and tell everybody about you? We hope so.
We hope so. You want advocates.
Yeah, you want word of mouth.
Yes,
But
word of mouth.
can you count on that for long term? Okay, outdoor advertising.
Ah, yes. Outdoor advertising can be your billboards that you see as you're driving along, the bus and school bus buildings that people are waiting in, bus seats, your signage on your car. You know,
Oh yeah, signs everywhere. There's
Signs everywhere.
signs everywhere. There's signs.
So outdoor advertising can take a lot of different ways that you can do to it. In fact, signage right now, I've been telling everybody about buying the steps on arenas. So, especially if you get the cheap seats, I mean, they have a lot of steps to go up. So. But I'm old enough to remember, what was it? Burma Shave, where they had different signs. And
Oh
poems.
yes, that was cute.
That was cute.
You'd read the story as you're driving along.
Yep.
That's pretty expensive to do, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
That would be pretty
Yeah.
expensive.
That would be.
But okay, and then finally we have trade shows.
Oh yes, your
Trade
PR
shows.
aspect. You don't forget the PR. Trade shows, they're very expensive because you have to create your display, the signage. You have to get something created to have them come to your booth. You have to have something after they come to your booth. So there's follow-up, there's planning, there's execution, and there's follow-up.
That's right.
And the time that you are there at the trade show, or your employees, so it does add up.
It does, but one of the most important things I like to tell people is you're already putting money into this. Don't forget to follow up and
Yes.
make sure. And all of marketing is about consistency. So you can't just call and say thanks for stopping by my booth. You should continue to follow them up in a consistent manner.
As you're talking to them, if you have a prize, that you can get their business card, but you're talking to them and ask some questions, that are pertinent to your business. How are you going to be making a purchase in the next 3 months, 6 months, year? What are you actually interested in? Write those notes down.
Yeah. I mean, they are at a trade show, so they are going to they should expect to have those questions directed to them.
Definitely.
So, unlike if you were just making a cold call.
Yeah.
So, definitely do that. So, I think we can see, if we were to add all this up, how quickly the numbers of hits you're getting. So, through the day, does 6,000 seem like such a big number anymore?
Oh, no. When you see all the different tools that are at you, you just look at your children. They're wearing billboards every day to school, probably on their T-shirts.
And we didn't even cover like newsletters and all the kinds of stuff you get in the mail, or ads that are in newspapers and things you hear on radio. I mean, it's just a lot.
So the main thing in your budget is to look and see what you've done. Is it successful? Give it a grade. If it is, it's a B+, it's an A. If it fails, give it an F and take those dollars and put it somewhere else and try something new.
Yeah.
Nothing hurts, but just keep looking at your goals and make sure they're measurable. If it's just to make, I want to increase sales by 10% or 5%, and make sure that you have those measurable goals in front of you, and that your employees know what those goals are, and that they're engaged and help you achieve those goals.
That's right. And, you have to look at each campaign and measure each campaign to see if it's helping you to reach those goals. So, I guess, I forget what I was going to talk about there. Curtis still how they for instance, in the real estate market that I'm in, I specialize in seniors real estate. So a lot of that is the baby boomers. And they still are very much, they want to have that hands-on piece of paper. They like the print. So I have good luck with direct mail with that market. They also are big into Facebook and Instagram. So that's
And it's
another good
also,
one.
while you're talking real estate, look at the seasonality. And,
Yes.
What's the season for real estate?
Yeah, I'm not mailing anything in between Thanksgiving and Christmas, or even after October, really, until maybe January, February, or March. Somewhere in there is when I start
So
again.
spring, when they're starting to think, oh,
Yep.
okay, time to clean up the house and move. Okay.
Time to think about that. So,
And you're speaking their language. You said you
Yes.
major in seniors and you know what they're looking for and how they're looking for. So you're probably talking in their language as well. Their
Yeah.
buzzwords.
they're buzzwords.
Mm-hmm.
So each campaign that I do, I keep a spreadsheet. I know how much it costs. I know what return I'm getting, and I know what I need to change or update, and sometimes it's just the time of year that I do things too. So,
Okay.
but I've learned that in the years I've been in business. So seasonality is an issue. You also need to be very honed in on your ideal client, and that has to follow through across the board in your social media, in the advertising you do, in your newsletters, in your brochures. I mean, you have to have a consistent look across it because you're branding yourself.
Mm-hmm.
That way, when they see that, they know it's you. Like, we like the color purple.
Yeah.
So we've branded purple
Branded
and
purple.
our logo and
our signage that we use. So you can reach us at realmarketingmavens.com.
That's right.
So, yeah.
So you have to be consistent with looks, colors, tone, your message.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you can't change it up.
And there's so many avenues to get that message out.
Yes,
Yes.
there is. So what you want to do is have top of mind awareness.
Yep, totally.
So, and how many touches does it get in response? Does it matter what media you're using, or?
Well, again, you're grading it to see, but also the media that you're using is who your persona is.
That's
using. Just because I like the station doesn't mean that my client who's looking for something else likes that station. So you got to look at the persona, what they are. You can find that out through analytics. You can look at research done by a small business association. There's a bunch of links that we have on our website that will help you determine what your persona is and how to make that grow.
That's right. So we've just went through a variety of avenues for you to get your message out there. And your homework is to hone in on your ideal client, take a look at the different avenues. If you have further questions about them, reach out to us on our website, realmarketingmavens.com.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
We have our email on there, our phone numbers on there. So please take advantage of that. So, what time is it?
Oh, it is time for the Maven's Hot Flash.
And we actually had a really good question come in from Leanne P. Hello, Leanne.
Hi.
Thank you for watching, and thank you for reaching out to us. She lives in Erie, New York, and she has a small coffee shop cafe. So
Okay.
she's up early. She's brewing the coffee. They do breakfast and lunch, but that's about it.
That's about it.
So
Okay.
then they're closed. But she had a question about billboards
Okay.
because there's one, she's on a major highway.
Okay.
So she would like to put a billboard up further up the road to try to direct people to her cafe, of course. And she was wondering about the return or what she should look at as far as creating the billboard.
Oh, okay. Well, creating a billboard, I love it for a coffee shop because if it's on a major highway, you're going to be getting people going to and from work, mostly to work at this point, because you said she's only open till mid-afternoon.
She does a
so
lunch, but
she does
that's
lunch.
about it.
Okay. So I like it, and if it's on a major highway and it's near someplace on your way to a nice tourist thing, to give them limited words, five words. You don't want to have a huge phone number, because I'm not going to stop on a major highway going 65, 80, 90 miles an hour and write it down. But
She really has a lead foot.
but 2 miles ahead on left.
Yeah,
just
that's
a
really
quick,
good.
quick, short, great logo, use your colors, where it is, and 2 miles, 2 miles ahead on the left. Very limited words, get their attraction.
Yes.
And
put a big graphic of a coffee cup there or some lunch.
That's why I love directional, if it's something that a tourist can use. If it's just a generic branding to get your name out, like for a lumberyard or something, then I would use your website. Because people can go and look at the website. So if they see the name and the logo and then think, oh, website is normally that name. It should be, because you want to get search. 5 to 7 words, and make sure that it's limited and colorful.
There you go. They could actually put a QR code on there that links right to their menu.
Well,
if people are not going so fast.
If you're at a stop sign, if you're at a red light maybe and it's up ahead, I would be careful with that.
Yeah. We don't need more distracted drivers, I guess.
No, you don't.
All right. So let's talk about some real stories, real results, real wins. And we're encouraging you to share your real stories, real results, real wins with us, because that helps everybody. That lifts everybody up. Plus, it's fun and encouraging. So,
I got a message from Experience First, the web designers that wanted us to look at our business, and we looked at their business plan, gave a few tweaks, and they started to implement it, and
good.
Got some press out of it as well. They started with a press release.
Oh, good idea. That's awesome. So there we go. Real win. So if you have any, please share them with us. So let's talk about our Maven's Monthly Challenge for February. Mm-hmm. And it's a good one. It's the SWOT analysis, and we challenge you to complete and share your SWOT analysis with us. It's not quite that one, but what does that mean exactly?
It's how you really start to dig into your business. SWOT stands for success, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. And you just make a big chart. And you just start, what are your successes that you've had? And then you look at your weaknesses. What weaknesses do I have? Opportunities, maybe you want to grow the market or whatever. And the threats could be, competition. It could be that you're, the road that you're on is going to be in repair or something.
It could be zoning changes.
There's
a lot of threats. There's things that could be
I love SWOT analysis, and we have an outline on how to do one and a little chart that help you start filling it out. And you use your employees, use friends to help. Just ask them, what do we do best? What makes us different? What are we good at?
Yeah.
What are we not good at? What can we improve? And what are the opportunities? Could you be just sending your employees to a training on how to use something or whatever?
Yeah, I mean, a great opportunity is maybe there's another business coming in that you didn't know about, and you could partner with them.
So collaboration.
Yeah. So if you share that with us, if you want us to keep it confidential, we will, of course, but we would like to be able to use it to share with our audience as a training and learning experience. Mm-hmm. So we're here to empower you to success.
You find the SWOT information under resources on the website.
There we have it. So we're here to empower you to success. We don't believe in stepping on each other on our climb to the top. And we want to support and encourage you as you rise in business success.
Never be afraid to ask a question.
There we go. Yes. So our next show is about calibrating your calendar.
We started a little bit with how you do your seasonal thing.
Yeah.
So that's very important too. So you're hitting it at prime time.
We actually are hitting the calendar at the right time. Yeah. So please visit us on our website, realmarketingmavens.com. Reach out to us because after all, we are the Real Marketing Mavens.
See you next time. We post every Tuesday at 12 noon, our new show, and reach out to us for free at any time.
Real women.
Real stories.
Real results.